Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Monday, March 19, 2018, and I am Doudly Aujour. Welcome to our Texan TV newscast. In campus news, a group of 13 Tarleton students and 2 Tarleton professors spent their spring break volunteering in Rockport, Texas. Rockport was severely damaged by Hurricane Harvey in August of last year. The Texans that were involved with this trip are currently enrolled in the new crisis communication class offered at Tarleton. The group was partnered with Samaritan's Purse, which specialized in the outreach of assisting areas in the Rockport and Portland areas affected by the hurricane. Priestley Talley, communication major, a senior at Tarleton, attended to the trip to Rockport. Talley says the group helped and finished 2 houses and been built, reporting with painting, siding, and hanging drywall in the house. The group met with the mayor of Rockport and the people who are in the short and long-term recovery process. The trip was geared towards getting a first-hand experience about process that takes place after a catastrophe and helping fellow Texans. In local news, Tarleton student University WK Gordon Center for Industrial History of Texas will be having a free breakfast burrito bar Tuesday, March 20th from 10 a.m. to 12. Guests will also be able to explore interactive and historic exhibit to the museum based on the unique history of the area, free of admission. The WK Gordon Center for Industrial History of Texas, also a Tarleton Museum at the research facility located in the historic ghost town of Thurber, is open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sundays. To get to the center, it is located at the exit 367 on Interstate at 20 between Fort Worth and Abilene. For today Texan News, we turn to the Associated Press.
There have been reports in the media that this device was triggered by a tripwire, and we are here to say that that is a possibility. We understand that those reports are out there, and it is very possible that this device was a device that was activated by someone either handling, kicking, or coming in contact with a tripwire that activated the device. So that changes things in that our safety message to this point has been involving the handling of packages and telling this community, do not handle packages, do not pick up packages, do not disturb packages. We now need the community to have an extra level of vigilance and pay attention to any suspicious device, whether it be a package, a bag, a backpack, anything that looks out of place, and do not approach it. Again, do not approach items like that, but instead call 911. It is unconfirmed at this time, again, because we are going to wait until the sun comes up so we can safely process this scene and make sure that we do it appropriately in daylight. What we know right now is we've had an explosion take place, and we do believe, based on what we've seen, that this was a bomb that exploded. However, we are not believing that this is similar to the previous ones, as in packages left on doorsteps, but instead was some type of a suspicious package that was left on the side of the road that detonated and injured these 2 men that were hurt earlier tonight.
In national news, the AP News is reporting that officials have identified 4 victims in the deadly bridge collapse in Miami. 3 of the 4 victims were found in Saturdays in vehicles that were removed from the debris caused by the collapse. The victims were 57-year-old Oswald Gonzalez, 53-year-old Alberto Arias, 60-year-old Rolando Garga, Hernandez and Navarro Brown, who died in a hospital shortly after the accident. The bridge was under construction when it collapsed on a major highway, killing at least 6 people. Authorities are saying there could be at least 4 more vehicles in the rubble. Investigators are still trying to determine why the bridge fell. International news: Vladimir Putin got on re-election victim Sunday for 6 more years as a Russian president. He told cheering supporters in a brief speech that we are bound for success. There was no doubt Putin would win in his 4th election contest. He faced 7 minor candidates, and his most well-known opponent was blocked from the ballot. Putin opponent in the anti-corruption campaigner Alexei Navalny was barred from running Sunday because he was convicted of fraud in his case widely regarded as politically motivated. Navalny and his supporters had called for an election boycott, but the extent of its success could not immediately be gauged. Putin's only real challenge was to run up to the tally so high that he could claim an indisputable mandate for more of today's national and international news. We turn into the AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. An explosion injured 2 men in Austin Sunday night. It follows several package explosions in the Texas capital, and police say someone touching or handling a tripwire may have set off this latest blast. Russian President Vladimir Putin was overwhelmingly re-elected to another 6-year term. He faced 7 minor candidates while his most serious challenger was blocked from the ballot. Some Kentucky residents had to temporarily leave their homes after 2 trains collided north of Lexington. 4 people were injured in the collision. And White House lawyer Ty Cobb says President Trump isn't thinking about firing special counsel Robert Mueller. There was renewed speculation after the president criticized him in a series of tweets Sunday. Matt Small, The Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
In Tarleton sport, the men's baseball team swept 3-game series against the Hardin-Simmons University in Abilene over the weekend. According to the TarletonSports.com, the women's softball team also swept their 3-game series with the Texans A&M Kingsville. For weather, we go to
According to the National Weather Service, today's high will be 76 with a low of 42.